Mike caught it with 2 hands. Okay? What you will see a lot of kids do is when you throw something to them, even us, if you're sitting in the living room and your wife throws you some laundry and says, baby, go put this in the washing machine, please, you're probably going to catch it with your dominant hand. Whichever hand you write with, like, it's just natural. You're going to do that. But then we expect these precious little angels, when they first start throwing, we get upset when we put a glove on their hand, their opposite hand, the hand that they don't do anything with, then we get upset that they don't catch. Tennis balls, I don't have any out here. I should have brought them. They can be your best friend. You know why? Because I can drill him in the face with a tennis ball, and he may tear up. It may be a little red. He may want to go sit in the stands with mommy for a little bit, but it's not going to break anything. Get some tennis balls. They are cheap. They are found everywhere. If you know anybody that plays tennis, they've got extra tennis balls somewhere. Simply do this from your there are some 4-year-olds that can catch. He played first base for the first 3 years of his life because in the backyard we figured out, hey, he can catch. Amazing. So he's playing first base. He's a shortstop by trade, but he was having to play there because he was the only dude that can catch. Figure out if they can catch. And I mean that by literally getting in front of them, toss them a ball. Just toss it to them. Appreciate you going 1 hand, but go 2 hands right now. You will find out about after 5 throws, hey, that kid can catch. Or we've got to keep the med kit pretty close because he's going to wear one in the face. Like, do your hand like this. Do your hand like that. Put your glove on. Oh, man, are you going to see this one? Put it on. Show me that. Anything above their waist, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this. You're going to get that right there. If you can teach them, hey man, just put your fingers to the sky. While you're going bare hand, both hands up, fingers to the sky, right there. Train them that is how they have to catch the ball with their fingers up. It doesn't matter if they're 4 or 14. If you've not talked to them about it and you haven't taught it, don't get angry when they don't do it in practice or the game. That is not their fault. That is yours as a coach. And I hate to put that on you, but it's true. Don't be the guy that says, well, obviously they've never been taught that before. Then teach them. Teach them that their fingers have to go up and they have to be up the entire time. One of the things that as baseball coaches that we look for, you all know it. Y'all read evaluations the other day, right? And all of you went, yeah, that kid's good. That kid's good. Ooh. God, I hope I don't end up with him. Make them athletes. Coach, he's not really a good athlete. Like, he's going to be on the line in football. Make him an athlete. Make your worst, and I hate saying worst, make your least talented player the best he can be. His talent may not be what everybody else's is. Everybody else's, somebody may be better, somebody may be worse, but that is my goal for him, is simply to be the best that he can be. That should be your goal for every single one of them. And I will tell you this, one thing that I've learned that's helped me at the high school level, make them move fast. Now, some of them are stuck in first gear, like they are in 4 low and they ain't coming out of it. If you need something pulled out of the mud, you go get that kid. You ain't renting any drag. But if they can learn to shift to second, if they can learn to shift to third, and they move better, promise you, you will see better things happen. So let's go over some real quick catching and fielding stuff. Blake, come right here. Trying to break in his new glove. Braves fans, okay, love the Braves. Youngest brother played at Vanderbilt and was actually in the Braves organization for a while. And we all cried when he got drafted because we were such diehard Braves fans. Ron Washington. How in the world we have kept that dude as a third base coach is beyond me, because he's one of the best on the planet at what he does. And if you've been to a Braves game, you get there early enough, you'll see him out there with Austin Rowley. You'll see him out there with Ozzie. You'll see him out there now with Grissom, attaboy. He does it. And these guys are playing 165 games, and they do it every single day. Okay, I am 42 years old with the back of a freaking 82-year-old man, mainly because this freaking guy does not let me sit down when I come home from practice or his practice. We do this almost nightly. You can do it. Let's do it. No glove. And look at what this takes. This takes 8 feet. Okay? We're going to start off hands out. And you can do this with the 4-year-olds. Don't think you can't. 4-year-olds, both hands here. He's going to funnel in. Right there. And it's that slow. It's that slow. Well, Coach, they're not going to be barehanded again. Thank you very much, Captain Obvious. Yes, they are not going to be. But what it's getting them used to is that glove hand, that dominant hand staying down, that top hand being there. Okay, now we're going to also work on pushing through. Same thing. He's going to start close and push through it every single time. Boom, right there. When they get older, whoever your high school coach is, he will thank you for implementing this, because if it is a hard hit ball, they are coming through. If it's a slow road, they are pushing, they are funneling. All these things that if they will just learn now, makes it so easy. Kids are progressive learners. This is how you add 1 plus 1. This is how you subtract 2 minus 1. All these things build from day one. Glove on. So you do barehanded first, and they're like, ooh, yes, we get to use our glove, and they're staying up. Don't let the kid do this. You will have one do this. Or you'll have one, little Johnny, if anybody's named Johnny, I'm sorry. I always use little Johnny. You'll have one try to do this. No, they're on their daggum knees, and they are upright, just like this. And now, same thing. We're funneling in. Boom, right there. Here. Here. Now we go to pushing out. Same thing. Push out. Good. Through. Boom, right there. We start working side to side a little bit. Can't really do backhands this close, but he can still move. Try to do a backhand here. Pushes through every time. Right there. It's not that difficult, but we try to make it so difficult. So that's our 2-knee stuff. Then you make it fun for them. Receiver drills. Let's go barehanded first. Glove down. You get them to the left. Hey, and by the way, these are worth their weight in gold, even for my high school guys. Okay? They are creatures of habit. You're going to stand right here. You'll tell them to stand right here. They will end up back here. Or they'll end up over there. If they have a visual, though, oh man, it's like a magnet. They will stay wherever that cone is. You stand by that cone. Yes, sir. No, don't stand on the cone. Stand off the cone. Yes, sir. Don't get mad about that. They will 100% step on the cone. So he's going to be right there. We start off going bare hand, and make sure when you do this, catch it. Well, we can't do that with 4 and 5. Why? I just told you if you hit him in the face with a tennis ball, it's going to be fine. Use tennis balls. Receiver drills. Ready? Go. Here we go. Back here. Get over here. You go both sides. Sit over. Sit over. Sit over. That way. Go. Look it in. Look it in. Look it in. Right there. Bring it back. Now stay there. Simple receiver drills. Literally, they love this drill. And guess what? They get tired. They get tired real quick. Can we have some water? No, suck it up. You got like 5 minutes left and you do it. And then they start working harder. But then you eventually say, okay, time. And they're tired. They're more focused. Okay, now another one. We don't really, come here. Right here. We can't do this really good in here, but you'll get the concept. Great one, especially 6, 7, 8-year-olds. Back turn ball drill. And you want to be a little bit further back than this, but right now I'm not going to because of our space here. When I throw the ball up, I'm going to say ball. He's going to turn around. He's going to catch it. We can do this one with no glove, but normally we like to use this one baseballs. So you want them having it on. Here we go. Ready. Ball. That's simple. Bring it back again. Here we go. Ready. Ball. No. What'd you not do right? What'd you not do right? Then turn around. You got to turn around. Ready. Ball. Right here. Oh my goodness gracious. Did you mean to do that? I'm going to hope you did. Ready. Ball. Right there. And you can, here's the thing. You'll see after one practice who the ones are that you can test. Test them. Because if you're not testing the ones that can do it, you're doing them a disservice. You're not making them any better. Now, if there's that one kid, you will have a dirt player, okay? They are fantastic at making little mounds of dirt. If a butterfly goes by, they're going to watch it. A jet goes overhead, loud truck. A yee-yee boy goes down the road, jacked up. They're going to watch it until he's out of sight and they can't hear him. You have to adjust that a little bit too. But please, by all means, test them as well, because you're not getting them any better. You just have to know it a little bit. Come around. How realistic is this for 5, 6, 7? I don't know, but we did it. And when I did Little League, our infield was incredible. And I honestly think that it had a lot to do with this, because nobody else is doing it. Come around. Start over there. I know I made it steep, but so what? He's going to get around that cone, and he's going to field this ball right here. Like, come over here. Come over here. Because what does 90% of them do when a ground ball's hit at them? Stay. Yeah, they don't move. But I caught it. Mama's over there screaming. She's going to focus. It's going to be on Facebook. Look at what my baby did. It's great, Mama. That's great. But if we're going to truly try to get them better, high-level stuff is what we need to do. Ready, go. He's going to come all the way around, and his goal is to field it before it gets past that cone. Keep going, Lake, and this is really steep. I know. Ready, go. He's going to move. And see, he's not treat it like a slow roller here and come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, push through. This is what some of them will do. Don't let them do this. Ready, go. Treat it like a slow roller. He's going to come through and take his time, chop his feet. No, you tell them to bust their rear ends, catch that ball, and field it. And notice how he came up, throwing position. Even though we're doing the drill, he did it for just a second and then gave it back to me. Whatever their position is, do that. Do that. Outfield play. What do you do with outfielders? Because let's be real. Who are you going to put in the outfield? Who are you going to put in the outfield? You can say it. It's okay. Yeah, you're going to put the dude out there that's probably not the best at catching the ball. Here's what you can do, though. Yeah. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Simply make them get the ball in as quick as possible, okay? Let it go by you. Sprint it. Come on up. Come on up. Come up. Literally get them 5 feet from you. Throw the ball past them, because let's be honest, it's going to be going past them, right? Like it's going to happen. Get them right here. And when I say ball, he's going to sprint back to it and get it. He's going to throw it in to probably who? One of your better players. That's a success for them. They can do that. The ball's going to be rolling, probably stopped. They can run, pick it up, throw it in. Because what do you see every Little League outfielder do at a young age? Everybody's screaming what?
Throw.
Everybody. But what do they not do? Throw it. Ever. Literally. I see it in travel ball. Outfielders are holding the ball, and they're just screaming, throw it. Mommy's over here screaming, throw it. Daddy's coaching from the dugout, screaming, throw it. Kid has no idea. Make it instinctive to them. As soon as they get to it, they're throwing it. Don't hit Mike. Okay, don't hit Mike. I want you to throw it to me. Don't hit Mike. I'm going to throw it back up. Ready? Go. Turn and go. Right there. Doesn't matter. Literally does not matter where they throw it. They're not going to hit their target. Who cares? The ball's getting closer to the infield. That's what you got to do. All right, let's shift gears a little bit right here. Throwing. Keep it simple. Even if they can't catch it, they can throw it. Now, here's the thing about throwing. God did not design our bodies to throw a baseball over top. If any of you ladies played softball, you could throw for days. We had a softball pitcher that's at Jackson State right now from Spring Hill. That girl threw almost every game. Every single game. Had like 175 innings. Never hurt, because our arms are made to do this right here. That's why you don't hear about softball players having rotator cuff surgery, having Tommy John surgery. That's why our arm is made to work. This is one of the most unnatural motions in all of sports. And we do it over and over and over again. So you better teach them right. Well, what is right? Their elbow being up here around their shoulder line is as good as you can do for them at this age. It really is. Growth plates are massive. They still have a ton of room in there. You will help them if you will just have them get up. How do you do that? When they're first tossing, we always start out how, Lake? We always start out on a knee, and we really work on our form. Don't get hit in the face here. Ready? And look at me. I finish and I point and I pull. Every time, go ahead, Lake. Right there. Same thing. We point, we separate. Some kids can't separate. Have them separate, point, pull, and have them finish right here. One more, Lake. Good. Right there. Stand it up. And when we stand it up, we take 3 steps back. Far guy takes 3 steps back. We're shoulder width, and now we twist and look, lo and behold, where my elbows are. They're right here. They're up here. We twist, point, pull, finish. Nothing is going to happen with his legs. He's just going to twist, go, point, pull, right there. Point, pull. How many of them will you have do this number right here? And again, I go back to softball players. You don't see softball players do a lot with their front side most of the time. Softball weighs a bit less. Okay, so when they pull through, they don't have to do as much. Make sure your guys are pointing. Point with the fingers, pull in. I would work on that. Get them to the side, point, tuck, point, tuck, point, tuck. Muscle memory is not a thing. So don't say it. It is not scientifically a proven thing. A learned movement, though, is. Your muscles don't remember anything. I know. Hey, I was told it growing up. I've said it. But guess what? The world has gotten smarter. Muscle memory is not a thing. However, learning the movement, that is a thing. Okay? Back on up. So after you do that, it's a simple step and throw, but check their front side. When they throw, you should tell them every single time they are going to tuck in. Every time. They can check themselves there. Every time. When they go, they're here. And I will tell you this. Watch my velo to him. Back up. From the time he was 5, can you see good? From the time he was 5, and I could tell he could catch a little bit, I was testing him. My wife used to get so mad at me when we would be in the backyard, and I'm throwing 80, 82, right at him. I was hitting pop flies to him that I would hit to my high school guys. She's losing her ever-loving mind. She's mad at me half the time anyway, so nothing changed. But imagine how easier those little league pop flies came when he's getting 250 foot. It goes back to challenge those guys. If you have a stud on your team and you don't work with him, you're doing him no good. Make that least talented player work as well, but if you don't work the talented one, you're not helping the team and you're not helping him. When we throw, we look at our grip. Come here. So he's gotten bigger now. He's got big hands, even though he's not a tall kid. He's got freaking big hands like his daddy. He's got to where now he's able to throw with 2 fingers. Let them throw with 3. Let them throw with 4. But whatever you do, talk to them about release point. Most of them have seen the Sandlot. There is some language in Sandlot, so you can't say that all 4-year-olds have seen the Sandlot because, when the dog starts chasing, he lets out the But talk to them about release point. And here's the best way that you can talk to them about release point is you somehow set up a target. You can use an L screen. You can put tape on the cages over there at the Little League Park. But if they don't understand, all right, I'm aiming right here at that L screen, and I'm going to hit the bottom wheel. I was just to the right. So that tells me I've got to hang on to it just a little bit longer to be able to do that. So I get back up there, and they try to hit that, and they go, well, why did that happen? I was aiming for that. Yeah, you were. You were aiming for it. But what happened? Well, I released it back here. Yeah, you released it later. This one has been shooting a gun since he was about 5. So I take for granted that. They're not all a Johnson or a Lamm. Some of them haven't shot a gun, but most of them have shot a Nerf gun. It's 2023. You can't talk to everybody about killing animals, but some, we are still in Murray County, you can. If the biggest buck of your life, walks right in front of that L screen, and your shoulder is your gun, where are you going to be set up? Right there. So why in the world do they think it's okay if they're going to shoot a Nerf gun at their buddy, and their buddy is standing right there, but they're going to aim over here? Talk to them about that. That's all you got to do. That front shoulder will take you where you need to go. So let them understand release point and all that good stuff, and showing them visually is the easiest thing. Get out there. Last thing we're throwing, and we go to hitting. And we're done with them. So we used to play an old game called 21. Some of you may have played that. Half of them can't count to 21, just do 10. If they can't count to 10, do 5. Every time you throw a ball here to the hat, that's a point. All you got to do is keep up with it. Ooh, I got a point right there. Get off me. 1 to 1. That's a point. 2 to 1. That's low. 2 to 1. 3 to 1. Daddy's already going to win this. It's okay. Make it a competition. That's where we're failing in life as a society, I think, is the worst thing I hate about travel ball. Gold, silver, bronze bracket. You are the best loser. You get a ring. Fantastic. I remember the days of Little League where if your team, I'll say it sucked, you got this little bitty trophy that had Napa Auto Parts on it. That's what you got. You got to sit it up, didn't put your record on it. But if you were a first or second place team, you got the bigger trophy, the big one, the guy sliding in safe at home with your record, all that stuff, possibly even a medal to go along with it. Let them compete. Okay? Let's swing it a little bit. Get your back. Some simple stuff. Again, we don't have tennis balls, but I'm telling y'all, tennis balls for y'all's age, that is literally your best friend. Get you a bucket full, 2 to 3 dozen, and you can do stuff everywhere. I don't know how many of y'all have heard of plyos, but let's just say heavy balls. If you do not have field time, there is no reason, get over here, there is no reason you can't get you about 10 heavy balls, and look, you can practice anywhere, because those kids can knock the crap out of them. They're going to go like 5 feet, okay? I'll talk about practice organization here in a minute, but that's one of the biggest things is stop letting space be an excuse. Space is not an excuse. You give me a 40 by 40 area, I don't care if it's at Woodland Park, we're going to be able to get some work done. As I've gotten older, I hate the tee. Why? Baseball's not golf. Okay? If it was, he'd be in the majors. It's not golf. The ball is what? Moving. Okay? It's moving. Does the tee have its place? Yes, it does. Because then you take movement out and you can work on nothing but swings. Let's talk about stance real quick. There's 3 types of stance. Show me closed. Show me closed. More. Yeah, right there. Straight up Andre Dawson, the Hawk, back in 1988, dropping tanks at Wrigley Field. There's a reason you don't see this stance much anymore. Giancarlo Stanton, big Dominican for the Yankees now. He's the only one that really comes to mind, but you have to be so incredibly fast at that level to be able to do it. So I don't teach ever. Do I ever teach? We will close guys up in drill work. That's about it. Show me even. Probably the easiest and relatively the one that they can say, yeah, I'm good. Tell them to look at their toes. Get your back foot wrong. Get it wrong. You will see that so much. Fix that. That's all you got to do. Get out there, grab it, put it there. Say, keep your foot there. Literally after the first swing. Don't go back to that. And then you'll have to do it again. You just tell them, look down. You're not a penguin. You're a hitter. So my toes have got to be straight. Now show me open. So he uses an open stance. Even at his age, he does not let a fastball inside beat him. And honestly, it's simply me thinking ahead. He's not going to get beat by a fastball right now. But eventually, he's going to see 90 plus. I want that ingrained in him for 10 years from now when he's 19. But what he has to do, slow motion swing, if you go open, they got to get back even. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Ready? Go. Has to get back even. Just pick it up and put it down real quick. Hurry. Hurry. No, no, no. Grab the bat. Act like your mother. Come on. Show me normal stance. Pick it up and put it back down. Right where you're at. Ready? That's where he gets himself in trouble. If they throw him anything middle in, he's going to crush it. If it's outside, he's still going to hit it, but he's going to hit that little 4-3 ground ball. Okay? So, when we do tee work, we do a lot of step behinds. My favorite tee drill. Get yourself set up. Step behinds. You are promoting cognitive skill right here. Go ahead. This is the only tee drill I'm going to show you. Do it again. What movies this reminds you of that was golf?
Gilmore.
What?
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, that's right. Sadly, it's a parenting fault. He's actually seen that movie. Come on. Now, do it a little quicker. Once they learn the movement, then you can go faster. The point is they build momentum. They go, holy crap, I hit that ball hard. Yeah, that's what you can do if you don't just stand here and do that. They're trying to lift. Notice where he finishes swinging. That's what I want you to concentrate on these next two. Go ahead. Step behind again. Where's his hands going? Where's his hands finishing? Up. How many of you have these swings? Front side collapses. Because remember, what did we hear growing up? Chop wood, chop the tree. Stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, I wish I could go back in a DeLorean and tell my dad, hey man, and my dad was my high school coach. But that's all they knew. They thought that that was the true swing. It's not. It's literally here. We're down. Now we lift. Nike swoosh. These kids know what Nike is. This is, and I've got a Adidas shoe, boy. That is the best swing right there. Hands are up here, comes down, finishes high. That's it. Literally a Nike swoosh. That is the best swing possible. Okay, that's all tee work wise. Soft toss. Now you start moving into some stuff. This is the last two things I'm going to show. It's okay, man. We'll pick it up. I'll get it here in a second. When you do soft toss, please. I got 2 minutes. Last thing. Show them the ball. Don't swing track. And let it go. Don't just flip. Literally show them the ball. Hit it now. Again, show them the ball. Let them get set up. One thing that I wish we would start concentrating on at a younger age, make them move slow to explode. They start slow with some movement and then they let it eat. One of our favorite sayings when we played ball in college was what, Mike? Swing hard in case you hit it. Make them swing hard. If they don't swing hard, honestly, at this age, they can't hit. Gotta let the pitcher generate the power. Bull crap. They hit the ball hard, it's gonna be hit hard. Swing as hard as you can, right? Literally, hard as you can. Did you hear the difference? And tell them that. Like, man, you're going ting, ting, ting. They can hear that. They are very visual, but when they see that, they feel that, it's different. Okay, so that is the biggest thing hitting-wise. If you are a coach pitch person, pitch from a knee. Please pitch from a knee. If you are 6 foot or taller, those dudes, if it was equivalent to me hitting, and I'm 6'1", that's equivalent for me hitting somebody up there in those rafters above that cage. No joke. So if you are standing there and you're mad, get in your stance right now. Stay facing them. You're mad that they aren't hitting, but when you're throwing the ball, it's coming in up here. You're going to have 1% of kids in that league that are going to hit that ball and hit it well. However, don't hit. Do not hit. Don't hit. You understand that? Do not hit. If you're on a knee, now look where your release point is. So why would you not? Well, I can't do it. I've seen some of you throw. You can't do it standing either. So get on a knee and do it. Now, here's what I will say, all joking aside. If you are the pitcher for your team and you aren't practicing, you're doing them a disservice. Like I've seen some coach pitchers that go out there and throw shutouts and no hitters. And it ain't their team's fault. So get on a knee, work on it. You're going to wear them. Imagine doing, like I did in travel, I wanted an L screen. This dude right here lit me up. Freaking bruised ribs, bruised thighs, a couple times in the neck. But if you want them hitting and you want them to have a good chance, that's it. Last thing, my email address, just get my cell number. I don't care if you text me, just understand that it's baseball season. It may be a day. Paul Lamm. Any questions, anything like that, I will absolutely answer it the best and most timely manner that I can and to the best of my ability. So I've got to get these guys in here. I think they've got a rules meeting. So if y'all would, go ahead and head in there and send those guys out. But seriously, if y'all need anything, please let me know.